what I really longed for was to find a church that could marry sound theology with true community. A church that would embrace all kinds of people from all kinds of walks of life, with all kinds of backgrounds and scars and challenges and talents and gifts. And I searched and I searched and I searched and I searched and frankly had given up. And as it happened, a friend of mine joined here at the Y to start working out and saw that there was a church that met here and mentioned it to me. What I have found here, not only acceptance, but love and encouragement and friendship. I can't wait to get to church every Sunday now. I can't wait to go to community group. It's, for me, even though I don't know everybody here yet, it's like a homecoming. It's like a family reunion.
And so when I look at Transformed Church, I think it's been really cool to see really the transition that's happened at Transformed Church. The heartbeat has always been, man, we love Jesus as everything that we are, and we just want to see people come to know Christ. That certainly has not changed, but to watch how it's become a little bit more hybrid, as in, hey, because we love Jesus so much, we're willing to go and knock on these doors. We're willing to have these movie nights. We're willing to do VBS outside when it's 105 degrees. We're willing to do all of these other things, not because we're trying to grow Transform Church. Listen, if people come to Transform and there's 50, there's 75, there's 150, 200, fantastic, that's great. But the ultimate heartbeat of Transform is, man, we want to see lives changed.
This was about a year ago. Here in my driveway, I met two guys from Transform Church. After speaking with them for a while, I knew that the change that needed to come in my life, I guess, was presented before me, that two guys, prayed with me to receive Christ.
Over the years, I lost track. I got off track because I got focused on other stuff. So when I found this church again, I found God again. And then when I found out about the community groups that they have every Wednesday, being that when I lost track of God and going to church, it kind of discouraged me because the people were so judgmental. So when I finally got to this group where it wasn't nothing but love and positivity around it, it just made me feel welcome and just loved. This is for me, it's no way around it, because there's no excuses why I'm not coming, because they provide the transportation and everything. So everything worked out for the best, because God knew that I needed him again in my life.
After I had gotten diagnosed with cancer, obviously I think that happening, it kind of shakes the foundation of your life, makes you question a lot of different things. So I had lost a lot of friends while I was really sick, and I just think that the relationships that I had invested in, God was taking them out of my life. I think on the other side of cancer, I've only been blessed with good things. That doesn't mean the things that happened weren't really difficult, and they were not fun to go through. But I found a community group, I found relationships that I truly believe mean something to my life, and that come from God, and they've only been good things. And I've been able to walk through my life with much more love and compassion and forgiveness for the people that have wronged me or don't understand how to love me the way that I would want to be loved. And I could only have found that with going through my journey with God and being supported with a new community group and a new church.
Coming to church is so much more than just consuming a message. There's hands and feet of Jesus that are really put into action on this from all of us, and it takes a level of commitment that is tiring but also so rewarding at the same time.
In my line of work, I'm a therapist and I work with clients, and it's been really cool to start hearing from clients and start hearing from the people who I wouldn't even have associated with my church, hearing like, oh, you're part of that church that goes door to door. I've heard about you guys. Or, oh, you're part of that church that came and knocked on my door and prayed for me. And the most impactful thing has been having a client tell me that he was gonna relapse. He was getting ready to fall off the wagon and he was praying that God would help him in some way, because he's like, I'm going to do it if you don't stop me. And he said right when he was in that moment of getting ready to fall back into his addiction, there was a knock at the door, and it was one of our church members there to pray for him. He said if it wasn't for that moment in time of one of our church members knocking on his door, he said I would have relapsed. I would have went fully back into it.
I like that I see new kids come, and I'm glad that our church is growing, and I love this church.
I thought VBS was really fun. Yeah, and I was able to learn a lot about the Bible and tell some of my friends about it, and then they came to the kids camp, and but most of the Bible stories were really cool, and I also liked the songs too.
It is amazing what Transformed Church has actually done for the Y and what they mean to a lot of the members. When you see the members of Transformed Church, they don't just read scriptures and quote scriptures, they live their scriptures. You can see them interacting with the guests. You can see them doing work around the Y that benefits not only their members, but the YMCA as well.
And one thing I've noticed about Josh and Zach and Transformed Church is that they are aggressively taking the gospel to their part of Memphis in a very strategic, powerful way. And I can't wait to see what God's going to do with Transformed Church in the near future and in the years to come.